Hello guys, and welcome back in another video, and this video continues part 1 video that talks about how to pronounce the letter T correctly. In part 1 we talked about how to pronounce the flat T, which is mostly used in the American pronunciation, and we also talked about the normal way of pronouncing the letter T or the sound T in a word. Now in this part we're going to discuss something completely different, which is when to pronounce or not to pronounce the letter T in a word or in a sentence. Let's see how. Many of my students ask me this question: why do we sometimes feel that the letter T is not pronounced in this sentence or in this word? This video gives you an answer. Let's have a look at those words. We see that in American pronunciation, they don't say this word interview. They say it interview, international, and 20. Many of my students kept asking me, why do we say it interview? Do we say it interview or interview? So what is the correct way of saying it? In American pronunciation, we say it interview, international, and internet. 20. Why do we say these words so? And where is the T? What's the reason then? Well, it seems that there is a slight problem between the letter T and the letter N. When the N precedes the letter T in a word, then the T vanishes. It just disappears. So you don't pronounce it. And that's why we say internet, we say international, interview, 20 in the American English pronunciation. Well, in British pronunciation, they pronounce it differently, and I'm gonna make another video about the British pronunciation. In another situation, we can also find that the letter T is not pronounced. This happens when we have a monosyllabic word, or what we call a word with one syllable. Of course, this word should end with T, and that's why we don't pronounce the letter T here. I'll give you some examples. A monosyllabic word is the word that has one vowel sound. For example, a word like hot, but, that, all of these are called monosyllabic words. In certain situations, those words are pronounced hot, but, that. We don't pronounce the letter T, or we just replace it with what we call Hamza in Arabic, if you can say so. So this is how we say it in some situations and in some sentences. For example, we can say, Egypt has a hot weather in summer. Hot weather, hot weather. We don't say hot weather, we say hot weather. Egypt has a hot weather in summer. I really wanted to call you, but the signal was weak. But the signal. We don't say but the signal. But the signal is weak. This is to link the word but with the one that follows or the one that is next. That night was amazing. That night. I didn't say that night was amazing. And again, why does this happen? Because the word ends with T followed by another word that starts with a consonant. And guys, why does this happen with those words? It's not only because they are monosyllabic, but it's also because they are followed by another word, and this other word is starting or begins with a consonant sound. In case that the word that follows starts or begins with a vowel sound, we're not going to say the ta sound as not pronounced. We need to pronounce it, but in this time we're going to pronounce it as a flat ta or with the fast ta sound. I'll give you an example. For example, in this sentence, we don't say that is amazing or that is amazing. This is wrong. We should say it that is amazing. That is amazing. And why did this happen? It's because the word that follows begins or starts with a vowel sound. So we change this T sound to be flat ta or fast ta. If you want to know more information about how to pronounce the T or the ta this way, then you need to check my previous video about the T pronunciation on my YouTube channel or my Facebook page. I came to an end of the video, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and even share if you find the videos useful, and cheers from me. Thank you and bye.